guys, how you doing? My name is Josh and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Theta Emerald EX Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made it through Petalburg Woods and all the way to Roseboro City, where we got an amazing encounter at the end of the last episode, which I've already spoiled for you, but pretend I didn't do that, and if you didn't see who we captured, you should go back and take a peek. But since I've already spoiled it, let's go ahead and take a look at Littlefoot the Pancham, who we caught at the very end of the last episode. Only level 11 though, so our goal today is going to be, I guess, to get Littlefoot grinded up. Obviously we have Louise the Patrat, Wanda the Spritzy, Sashimi the Marshtomp, and Retro the Phantump as well. Look at the 6th gen. Look at the 6th gen we got on this squad right now. I'll tell you what, one thing I was a little bit worried about when I first played through this game. We could go to the gym right now, but I don't think we're quite ready. One thing I was a little bit worried about when I played through this is that just because there are later generations of Pokemon, not just 1, 2, and 3 in this game, there was no guarantee that we actually got any of them. There was no, like you've seen every single round has like Talos and Zigzagoons and Rattatas and all sorts of stuff like that. So there was literally no chance that we actually made. I really want to give Littlefoot the opportunity to prove himself, but I don't think that this is the time. So instead we're going to go for Retro, because unless this thing has Bite, it shouldn't have anything that can really hit me. No stab moves, at least, are going to hit me, so I feel like, oh, he does have Bite. Cool. Very cool, Kanye. Okay, so we're just going to back it up and get out of here. And probably go for Wanda, I suppose. But yeah, I was like, you know, what if we end up just getting like a pretty normal 4th or 3rd gen team? What if we get Zigzagoon and Talo and Ralston or Shroomish and what? I just click A sometimes and I don't know why I do that. What if we, oh my gosh, you gotta cut it out. I mean, technically only if he crits again will we actually die from this. So I think we should just go for the Fairy Wind. And he goes for the Bite, which is going to do almost nothing instead. And he didn't get the crit though. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. Did he use Focus Energy? He may have focused his energy while I wasn't paying attention because I'm trying to tell a story. But I was a little bit nervous that we were going to end up with a pretty standard 3rd gen team. And as you can see thus far, that has not been the case, which makes me extremely excited. Gonna heal up Wanda real fast. This Rattata is proving a little bit more difficult than I had originally anticipated. Oh my gosh, he must have focused his energy because the crits are out of this world. Louise, go ahead and get in here. Hyper Fang coming in on Louise. Oh my actual goodness, I can't. Sashimi, get in here. We can't take down a Rattata. Here comes the Hyper Fang. Okay, that's a crit. If that's a crit, then we are totally fine to stay in here and Water Pulse. Hopefully this guy doesn't have any more Pokemon after this. It's only level 14, so my guess is he's gonna have at least 1 or 2 more Pokemon after this. So, Sashimi, you may be carrying us through this one. A lot of experience all around there. A Shinx is gonna come in next, and we're gonna go with Littlefoot first. He has 3 level 14s. We're gonna get the Intimidate off on Littlefoot, and then quickly switch back into Sashimi to take, hopefully this thing goes for like Spark or something. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was banking on. We can heal up Sashimi very quickly. He's gonna go for Charge. That's not that big a deal. And we can Mud Shot him. Because like I said, all I really care about is getting Pancham leveled up. Pancham may not necessarily come in handy against the gym. Like, we may not need to use Pancham in the gym. Which is fine because we have Sashimi and Retro as well, so that's not really a big deal, though he did just grow to level 12 and wants to learn Karate. Yeah. Ups attack and special attack, lowers defense. I think I'm more a fan of setting up on us personally, especially in a Nuzlocke, because I don't anticipate losing too many Pokemon, except for Butterfree, who was already lost, but you know, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. A Phanpy coming in next. Little scary. I'm gonna go into Retro first, or Littlefoot first, and then swap into Retro. He shouldn't have anything that can hit Retro for super effective damage. I wouldn't think. This thing's probably got like Flail and maybe Rollout. Yeah, we got some Rollout happening, but it's okay. That should do almost nothing. And we have Horn Leech. Gonna go ahead and get us back to full HP. Didn't quite take it out, but it does get us back to full HP. This is gonna do like 8 damage or so. Or he's just gonna miss the Rollout, which is really unfortunate for him. I'm sorry, Phanpy, but the cards were just not stacked for you today. Let's fight the Bug Trainer next. The Bug Trainer should be just as easy as the first guy. Not for Pancham, of course. Pancham, not quite ready to take on the Bug Trainer. And now that I'm looking at it, did he just set up a Reflect? Now that I'm looking at it, probably should have gone back and healed because I do want Patrat to get a little bit of experience as well. Patrat's not really going to help us in this gym, but eventually could be pretty helpful for us. I mean, I hate just using Sashimi nonstop because we're probably also just going to use him nonstop. Littlefoot grows to level 13. We're probably also going to use him nonstop in the gym itself. And so again, I really don't want to just be using him like crazy here because he's getting a little bit too over leveled for my, although not really. The levels of Pokemon we've been going up against are pretty strong in general. Was that a Baniri? There's no way you would have a Baniri, probably Burmy. I probably read that wrong and it's actually Burmy. I am correct, it is Burmy. I would like to think that a level 15 Louise can live anything that a level 12 Burmy wants to do. The answer, of course, to that is yes. We can heal up really quickly. I have potions galore, so I shouldn't feel worried about using those potions galore. We land the Hyper Fang. Can we take out the Burmy? We do take. Got a little bit ahead of myself. Did not take out the Burmy. That's okay. Louise grows to level 16. Wants to learn Crunch at level 16. We'll get rid of Bite because Crunch is just an order of magnitude better. Man, it is. I don't know, like if you can see me shivering. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum, and I'm hoping that by recording a couple episodes of this, I got off work early, so I should be able to record hopefully all of next week's episodes. Potentially, depending on how adamant I want to be about actually getting them done, and I'm pretty dang adamant. My attack stat is through the roof. I do really want to get them done so that we can focus on editing them next week and then getting them out every single day on time like they were supposed to be this week, but this week was a little rough. But it's so cold. The temperature in Missouri, what's the temperature right now? Siri, 36. Temperature dropped off out of nowhere. Like, ooh, Togepi. Oh, you're part fairy in this game, actually. Is Togepi part fairy? Hold on. Hey, Google. Is Togepi part fairy?
Here are some results from the web.
It's a fairy type baby Pokemon. Okay, I'm glad I looked at that because the fairy type has been introduced in this generation, which means we're not that great an option actually to take on this thing. Fairy types in general were kind of rough with. You wouldn't expect to get too many steel or poison types early in the game. Drain Kiss, yeah, that would have probably one-shot us, so I'm pretty glad that I exited the battle. I'm not a big fan of what's happening here. We'll go for the Hyper Fangs. Whoa, okay, see, okay, you may notice something happened in that corner over there. I told you that sometimes things are gonna get a little bonkers while we're playing. I think going into the party menu should fix it though, yeah. Sometimes things are gonna look a little weird. I don't know why it happens, but sometimes things just get a little weird. There's the Sweet Kiss, thankfully missed. Again, I hate that we're having to use Sashimi for everything, but this is a level 16. Oh, thank goodness with the confusion. So as much as I was worried about becoming over leveled, oh, this thing knows Magic Leaf, I'm pretty sure. Togepi is actually kind of a scary Pokemon for us, which is the first time that sentence has ever been uttered on planet Earth's history. But yeah, the temperature went from like, if I can look at the Littlefoot grows to level 14, by the way. Can I look at like the daily double? No, I don't care about the calendar. I care about the weather. If I click on the weather, can I look at I don't care about these 10 days. I want to see the last 10 days. Why doesn't it show me the past? I don't know. It's freezing cold. It started actually snowing yesterday, which is, we don't really want yawn. No, we don't really want yawn, I said. It started snowing yesterday, first snowfall of the season, which does have me excited for Christmas. I gotta say, I feel bad for Thanksgiving. It's a fine holiday. It does its best. But when you stack it up against Christmas and you got Christmas right around the corner, it's sometimes just a little tough to keep yourself grounded. Okay, do we want to do the double battle? I don't really want to do the double battle because they can be scary, but I think we will go ahead and do the double battle just to be safe. If the tunnel doesn't go through, then I'll just go over the top. It's a dead end up here on board, so Queen Battle. So yeah, as soon as the snowfall hit, I'm like, pretty much after Halloween anyway, I'm pretty much in Christmas mode, but I at least try to give Thanksgiving a little bit. We have a Rhyhorn and a Pidove. What really stinks about this is that they're level 15, first of all. I can't keep Littlefoot in because he could get just bodied by that Pidove, so I have to switch Littlefoot out. Probably for Sashimi, and I honestly don't feel that safe keeping Wanda in either, so I'm probably also going to double out into Retro. We're going to get these two out here for this battle. We can then Rock Throw the Pidove and Horn Leech the Rhyhorn, or should probably Water Pulse the Rhyhorn since its special defense stat is Butterscotch. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to Leer both of us, which is honestly kind of scary. Because that Rhyhorn is now going to probably Stomp, hopefully on Retro. Smackdown does almost nothing to me, thankfully, so I don't have to worry about that. Like I said, I really just want to get this Rhyhorn out of here, so let's just double up on the Rhyhorn with the Horn Leeches. Going for the quick attack. The lower defense, like I said, kind of scary, but hopefully this guy only has this one Rhyhorn and that's his only Pokemon. That's really all I'm banking on right now. And that I can then bring Wanda back in here, who did go to level 15 from that, which is good. Horn Leech, not going to do a whole bunch. Yeah, I'm probably better off with the tackle there, but it's all right. He does not have a second Pokemon. I think I'm going to stick in with Sashimi and then go ahead and potion up Sashimi as well with Retro's turn. And Sashimi's going to go ahead and miss the rock throw. That's okay though. As soon as we land one, we should be in a good spot. So let's go for the quick attacks again. Not that scary, like I said. Drop the rocks on it. Drop the rock. And the tackle should take it out. Fantastic. One of you had 2 Pokemon. So I'm assuming it's you. You have a Bunnelby. Bunnelby should be easy enough to take out. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this thing out. Not with the Water Pulse, actually, but we are going to take him out with the Horn Leech. Get the job done. Fantastic. Thank you so much. A lot of trainers over here, which is good. I want to get this experience before we take on the first gym, which I'm going to try to do in today's episode. We'll rock you hard. This is a kid's game and not a kid's channel, but I try to keep it PG-13. So if we could just calm down with the innuendos. Geodude coming in. I feel fine going for an arm thrust against the Geodude. Its defense stats pretty high, but ooh, a little bit too high for Daddy, if I'm being honest. If we can get like a 5 spot out of that, a 3 spot. I think I'm gonna have to go for arm thruster again and just hope for another 3 spot if we can get lucky maybe, or, okay, I was gonna say, or snag a crit. Apparently the crit's not gonna get the job done though. We're still gonna need a 3 spot. We get the 3 spot. Who knows, it could have been a 5 spot. We're gonna be stuck at 3 though, which is good. Littlefoot's gonna gain a bunch of experience from that. I actually think Littlefoot's probably not going to be very Comet Punch. I mean, I have Iron Fist ability. Yeah, probably better than Tackle considering the Iron Fist ability, so we'll go ahead and get rid of Tackle and learn Comet Punch. A Bonsly's gonna come in next. I'm fine staying in. Let's go for the Karate. Hiya! That's gonna be a 2-hit KO, depending on what this guy could have used counter. This man could have used counter and he didn't, and I appreciate you because you probably would have just killed me. So thanks, Bonsly, for not doing that. I don't know if you actually learned counter in this game, but I'm pretty sure you typically know counter, so we may have just lucked out there, and that is my own fault for being an idiot. Okay, so we are going to get an encounter here. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this cave only spawns Whismur. That may change in this game. Rustboro Tunnel typically only spawns Whismur. We'll have to see if that is still the case in this game or if that is in fact changed. It's Rust Turf, sorry, it connects Vanderturf Town and Rustboro, so it's the Rust Turf Tunnel. We'll very quickly see if we can get an encounter in here. We can, is it just gonna be a Whismur? I think it's just gonna be a Whismur. It's not a Whismur, it's something different, which is cool that they added that. Now, unfortunately, obviously we already have the fighting type, so this isn't that great for us. Can you live another Echoed Voice? I think you can, but I don't really want to risk it, so I think I'm just gonna throw the Pokeball. We have 54 of them, so we can sit here for a while, and you're only level 11, so there's probably not too much you can do against me. 1, 2, okay, it's gonna be a little annoying. He's gonna go for the Foresight. This thing's gonna have like, what, Mach Punch or Low Kick, or I don't think it can really touch Wand at all, so we should be safe to just throw some Pokeballs. And actually, you know what, now that we threw a Pokeball, I think that should reset the Echoed Voice. Nope, it actually doesn't. It doesn't reset the Echoed Voice. I don't know what I'm talking about, and I lost an encounter. You would think that using the Pokeball, because you gotta use Echoed Voice on consecutive turns, you would think it would break up the turns, but you know what? Every single day we learn something new, and that's what I learned today. And I paid the ultimate price for it because now we're not gonna have a Machop, but we're never gonna lose Littlefoot, so it wasn't even a concern anyway. Let's see what else we could have had in this tunnel. Just curious. Team Aqua is not here yet. Could have had a Spinarak, which I can't run away from because why would I be able to? It's not like it's like the weakest Pokemon on planet Earth or anything. See you later. Let's go ahead and, man, I love that smoke effect. Let's keep walking back and forth, see what else we have in this cave. I assume the Whismur are still here. There's Ninkatas here, which I really don't dig, so kind of glad that we didn't end up with one of those. Let's go for the Fairy Wind. Let's go for the Fairy Wind. Yeah, we're just trying to grind up a little bit here. Ooh, that actually would have been a pretty cool Pokemon to have, but again, I'm pretty satisfied overall, I would say, with our fighting type. So not to worry about. Maybe there aren't even Whismur in this cave anymore. Maybe they realized that Whismur was kind of a garbage Pokemon and just got rid of it in the entire game. I don't know, potentially. There's the Machop. We don't want to fight that. There's the Spinarak. I mean, like, I could fight these guys, but I'm like just a little bit nervous about fighting some of them. There's the Timber. Did he use Bide? Okay, he used Bide, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run away. Oh, there's Teddy Ursa in here. I mean, that's good to train on, but that would have also been just cool to have, so. You know, kind of depressing, kind of upsetting that we couldn't get an encounter in here. I've already missed 2 encounters in this entire game, which I think is more than I missed in our entire last playthrough, so I need to start playing a little bit better. Oh, goodness. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really in the mood to fight these guys double battles. Double battles are just kind of scary to me. Just so you know, I've never once been bested by anyone at anything. Okay, well, certainly not being egotistical. Let's take on Lady Sarah, who's gonna send in a Purloin. That's a pretty good target for us to go ahead and just Karate Chop, even though you're gonna throw some sand in my eyes. Littlefoot doesn't miss. He's got them tree stars in his mouth and he's not gonna miss. I realized when I was editing yesterday's episode, I forgot to explain why I named him Littlefoot. Obviously, you've never seen Land Before Time. What was your childhood like? I watched childhood all the time. We're gonna go Patrat v Patrat. I used to watch Land Before Time all the time. It's about dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs growing up. And in the very in the very first movie, they explain that there's the brontosauruses eat leaves off the trees, which, you know, animals or herbivores are prone to do. And just the way they were shaped, they called them tree stars. And I used to, when I was a kid, we had a tree in my backyard. I think it was a maple leaf tree, actually. And the leaves looked pretty similar, so I would go try to eat my own tree stars. They don't taste good. I'm not an herbivore, I suppose, although I don't like vegetables in general, so what was I expecting? But I tried to mimic the show, and yeah, it didn't really work out in my favor because they're kind of just gross. That's going to do a lot of damage, not going to lie. Yeah, that's a decent amount of damage there from this little puppy right here. I wonder where it got its name. Cool. Still going to go down to a Karate Chop, though, because we're just too strong to really be messed with right now. Let's send in Louise again. I'm really trying to give Louise a little bit of its day in the sun. Ooh, Endeavor. That's going to do nothing to us right now, but we are going to miss our Hyper Fang. There's the Quick Attack. I got to be aware of Endeavor Quick Attack, because that is a combination that could exist. There's the Endeavor. It's going to bring us down to like 1 HP. 2 HP. We live, though. Were you nervous? Well, you shouldn't have been. And Louise is not going to gain a level off of that, unfortunately. We're going to need to buy more potions after this. I guess it's a good thing my mother told me when I was a young boy and my father took me in the city. Mother, father? I don't remember. Mother, father, gentleman? Okay, cool. I was like, if I could split these guys up, I would appreciate it. We learn all sorts of things at the trainer school. We have a Ralts here, who is part fairy. Come on, man. Remember this in your brain. It's part fairy, so you can't really stay in and deal with this thing. But we can go fairy v fairy. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's extremely unfortunate. It's extremely unfortunate that it's doing this to me. Extremely unfortunate that it's doing this to me. Extremely unfortunate. We do land the Fairy Wind. How did we deal damage to this thing? I don't remember already. The double team is annoying, but if we can just land one more Fairy Wind, we will be good. We're gonna miss that Fairy Wind. Let's not be an idiot. Let's potion up real fast. He's just gonna get to max evasiveness. Yeah, he's just gonna get to max evasiveness, which means at this point we're just banking on hitting one of these Fairy Winds. Nope. Just banking on hitting a Fairy Wind. That's literally all that can happen. We do land the Fairy Wind. Thank you, Wanda. How does Spritzy evolve into Aromatisse, by the way? There's a lot of Pokemon like that are gonna have, like, for example, we would have caught that Machop. I wonder how they've what the workaround they did to get around trade evolutions was, because obviously we can't trade. So I assume at some point we'll figure out what that workaround is, or maybe it's just like a level, like instead of having to trade it to evolve it, you just gotta reach level whatever. Fairy type, fairy type, fairy type. Let's be careful here with the fairy types. Bubble coming in, just kidding. Hornleech gonna take down the Marrow. Littlefoot does grow to level 17. Looked like he had some acne for some reason, for whatever reason, on that little sprite up there. But for some, I think the 6th gen sprites are a little wonky sometimes. The Shockwave is gonna hit, unfortunately. We are gonna get fully paralyzed as well. I know we are paralyzed, but could you just not? What if you just didn't? Because this thing's just gonna zap you to pieces. What if you, there you go, got the Hyper Fang off, take down the Mareep, and Luis is gonna go to level 17 in the process. I wanna say Patrat evolves at level 20? I could be wrong though. I could be completely incorrect about that. like I said, I've never used a Patrat in-game, like 20 or 22, or you would think it's like a Route 1 normal type Pokemon, so typically they don't take that long to evolve. With that though, I think we're ready to go take on the first gym. That's what I was gonna say like 20 minutes ago, but I forgot. Is where I think we're gonna take on the first gym in today's episode. Trying to move decently quickly through this game. I think we're ready. This seems like a decent, you know, nice little mix of Pokemon here. I think we're ready to go in. Littlefoot may not be the best option for us, just because a lot of these rock types are going to be very defensive, and yeah, so even though we have a super effective move, oh, you're going to hit me with that magnitude 10, or are you going to take out Littlefoot? Because I'm not going to let you. Yeah, okay, good. Don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that. Roggenrola coming in next. Let's get Retro in here. Like I said, I don't want this just to be the sashimi show. The sashimi show. Man, does that roll off the tongue well? Yes, it does. I don't want this to just be the sashimi show, so we got to get some nice little mix in here. Now I am gonna break. No. Littlefoot can take on an AA Ron. We will heal it up real fast though. Metal Claw coming in. A quad effective Karate Chop should take out an Aron, I would think, even though it's very defensive, and it does. Youngster Josh, you just joshing. You've been defeated. We have a double battle up here, if I remember correctly, in Emerald. Which again, we could split them up. I'm gonna take on the double battle. Let's add a little intrigue to this. If you can't beat me, you won't stand a chance. Well, if I can't beat you, then I lose the Nuzlocke. So you are correct. I think we can beat you though with our arsenal. Ooh, 5 mods. I should have split it up. I should have split it up. Wow. This is kind of scary. Here. We're just gonna go for the Karate Chop and the Horn Leech and see what we can do here. Boom, quad effect. Oh wait, no, Larvitar is not dark type yet. Larvitar is ground in its first stage, which is weird. I don't know, the ground type kind of comes out of nowhere. Okay, these are level 14s, so a little bit less to worry about than I thought. Is Knockoff updated? Knockoff is good in this game. It's base 65 power. Question. So we have Iron Fist, which increases the damage of punching moves. Does it have to have the name punch in the move? Because it says arm thrust is a straight arm punch, but Karate Chop is a chop. So which is boosted? I don't know if Google can tell me that. Hey Google. Does the Iron Fist ability boost arm thrust?
Here's what I found on the web.
It just brought up the Iron Fist ability. It boosts all of these moves. Let's see if arm thrust is one of them. It boosts Bullet Punch, Comet. Okay, it does not boost either of those two moves. It does boost Comet Punch though, but it does not boost either of these two moves. So I'm fine getting rid of Arm Thrust since we already have Comet Punches to do the multiple hits. And also it's nice to have Dark type stabs. So we're gonna go with that. And we have a Bonsly and a Kabuto coming in. I'm actually gonna double up on the Bonsly because I remembered that it could have counter. And yes, we may not take it out here. So even though the Kabuto's gonna go for the Absorb, not that big a deal. Retro's gonna use Horn Leech, it's fine. I know it wasn't a great move, we could have also taken out the Kabuto there, but I think it was worth it to not have to worry about... Retro wants to learn Feint Attack, absolutely. Another Dark type move coming in. Get rid of Tackle. We got enough normal type stab from Patrat, so we don't need any more tackles out here. Ooh, Dwebble's actually kind of a problem for me. Just kidding. I'm just gonna... Ooh, it is a bug type though. I'm actually not gonna risk Littlefoot. I'm gonna bring Sashimi out here because it's the smart move, and I'm gonna go for the Horn Leech on the Kabuto. Take out that, and then all we have to do is deal with a little bit of queso here. The Rock Blast is gonna do, yeah, more than I thought, if I'm being honest, but still not a whole lot to that Dwebble, and we're gonna take out the Dwebble. Now, I am going to quickly, I would like to heal up real fast and probably buy more potions before we take on the actual leader herself. I'm not gonna use speed up button during the gym leader battle because as you know, they're supposed to be a little bit more difficult, and they do have 6 Pokemon. So that should make things, I would think, more difficult. Sir, were you here before? Excuse me, train over there, do you have him? And you know, sometimes moves are too strong. Moves are too strong to catch Pokemon. You end up making Pokemon faint when you don't want to. For such a common problem, use this. False Swipe. That's actually really nice to have. Maybe I could actually catch Pokemon instead of killing them from now on. Yeah, possible. We don't... This store has like nothing in it. Give me like 30 more potions. I don't want to buy too many potions at this price because eventually they're not going to be worth it. We want super potions. We're probably already getting to that point. Let's take on the gym leader though. Who do I want to start with? Man, Louise and Wanda, you guys are... Wanda's going to be really important for the next gym battle, though, so I will feel less bad about not really using her here. We're going to start with Retro. I want to get Retro out there right off the bat. Like, I don't know how Phantom evolves either. Like I said, 6th gen, not my best gen. Hello, I am Roxanne, the Rustboro Pokemon Gym Leader. I became a gym leader so that I might apply what I learned at the Pokemon Trainer School in battle. Would you kindly demonstrate how you battle and with which Pokemon? Okay, Roxanne, first gym leader coming up. 6 Pokemon? 6 Pokemon right off the bat. What are we gonna start with? An Onix. Is this Brock? Oh wait, Brock doesn't start with an Onix. He starts with a Geodude. Nonetheless, I am none too worried about this. And you know what we could just do? Which is gonna make this gym battle very easy. I could just set up some growths, except I need to see if does it increase attack and special attack? It does increase attack and special attack. So, this man's going for curses. I think I am going to just set up a couple growths, just to be safe. He's setting up curses as well. Let's set up one more growth. He is raising his attack though, so we need to be aware of that. If he hits me with a Rock Tomb, that may actually take me out. Like I said, they're smart in this game. Okay, well, we were a little bit worried. It did lower my speed though, which is kind of obnoxious. The Horn Lead should take you out though at +4. And I said I wasn't gonna use speed up button, I've already used it, so I apologize. Fingers are off, hands are off. I really don't want to lose any Pokemon against this first gym leader though. Anorith is going to come in next. Not a great Pokemon for us, obviously, with the dual bug typing. But I think we should still be fine. Ooh, that's not a small amount of damage, but again, we are at +4 right now. +4 stab Horn Leech. You got to think is going to do a decent amount of damage to anybody who comes out. Retro's going to go to level 19. Another, now you got Lileep. So Lileep is also not a great mon for us because the dual grass typing equals not super effective. But again, I'm not super concerned about this. I did set up for a reason. And the setup should help us, should project us to victory. Okay, the Tortuga's coming in. If you're going to get me a Pokemon that I can be quad effective against, okay, I was like, quad effective and a crit at +4 and you didn't pass away. I was just gonna be impressed by your abilities, to be honest, but obviously apparently you have Sturdy, so that is why that happened. Now if you have Tortuga, are you also gonna have Arcan? Because if you have Arcan, I may actually switch out. Because then you can, yeah, okay, you do have Arcan. I don't actually feel comfortable staying in against Arcan, which means we're gonna have to go to Sashimi for this one, which is a shame. We do lose that setup that we had, but should be fine nonetheless. What level are these Pokemon, by the way? The game is frozen, there we go. They're only level 14, which is why we're having a pretty easy time here. They must have increased, I don't know why we're so high level. We didn't even have the experience share yet, so clearly I didn't need to be grinding like I thought I did. And of course, Nosepass is her ace, so it's her final Pokemon, and let's see what this thing wants to do. Level 16, okay, so a little bit higher, but we're still 3 levels up. I don't think we'll one-shot it, but a 2-shot, probably. Almost a 1-shot. And just gonna go for the Rock Throw, so she's pretty much given up at this point. Of course, she's gonna use some potions, but the potion's not gonna take you back to full, so this Water Pulse is gonna take you out. And you know what that means? We're gonna get our first gym badge out of this. Now, obviously, we had the Pokemon necessary to make this gym extremely easy, but not as difficult as I might have thought. We're a little bit over leveled, which is good. I will know in the future not to grind or not to work. Oh, you know why? I think you're actually supposed to do this gym first and then go explore the route above it. We just went in the opposite order, which made us pretty over-leveled for this gym, so, you know, maybe not as intriguing as we originally thought, but I'd rather get through it unscathed than lose the entire Nuzlocke on itself. So, I lost. It seems I still have much more to learn. I understand. The Pokemon League's rules state that trainers are to be given this if they defeat a gym leader. Please accept the official Pokemon League Stone Badge. Wait, you gave it to me there? Or I didn't know when to put it on the layout. There we go. Now I'll put it on the layout because I've actually received the stone badge. You just gotta sync it up with the music, and that's how it works the best. This stone badge heightens the attack power of your Pokemon. It also enables them to use the HM move Cut outside of battle. Please take this with you. TM39, I assume is still Rock Tomb, or maybe you gave me like Rock Slide because you're nice. The Techno Machine TM39 contains Rock Tomb. It not only inflicts damage by dropping rocks, but it also lowers speed. If you use a TM, it instantly teaches the move to a Pokemon, and in this game, they are actually infinite. Let's test that theory. If we were to use Rock Tomb here and teach it to Sashimi, let's say we want to learn Rock Tomb instead of Rock Throw, because it's better. If we teach you Rock Tomb instead of Rock Throw, do we still have Rock Tomb afterwards? We absolutely do. We're also going to need to teach someone Cut, which kind of stinks, but you know, of all the Pokemon that can learn it, Stab Cut on Louise is probably the best option. But with that, I know that we're about to have a cutscene trigger, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop this one right here before we end up doing that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh wait, it's not Playcrastination, you idiot! You're so dumb, I keep doing that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.